In Nigerian workplaces, certain traditions run deep, from the sir and ma culture to long work hours to strict hierarchy. But are these helping us grow or are they holding us down? Today, I'll be asking HR experts and corporate workers one big question. If you could rewrite Nigerian work culture, what would you do differently?
Okay, if I could change one thing about our work culture, it's just the stereotype behind your workspace. Yeah, so there are some certain things they do presently that has, well, I say, lasted for a long period of time and needs change. Yeah. So when you talk about the 9 to 5, that's one of it. Then when you talk about the SAR, MA thing, yeah, you can equally call your boss by their name.
For many employees, motivation in the workplace is becoming increasingly tied to rewards rather than passion for the job.
I can't speak for everybody, but I think the motivation right now in the workplace isn't for the best of reasons. Most people work because of the rewards that they'll get out of it, as opposed to the work itself. I think if we can change our mindset and our attitude and probably how we approach the work that we're given, then that would make a lot of difference.
Others argue that rigid hierarchies often stifle creativity and growth.
Generally speaking, I think in Nigeria we have a red tape problem. You have to go through so many processes to get a particular things done. And yes, the hierarchy is a lot, even for small organizations. Most bosses, they don't allow their staff to be creative. They like things done in a particular way.
Obviously, there's always the whole thing of bureaucracy and red tapeism that you have in the workplace. However, I think it's something that we could consider having, I would say, systems whereby not necessarily going straight to your CEO, because that's just going to create anarchy in the workplace, but having a system whereby the top management, they're able to sit with every single person in the company from time to time, maybe twice a year. I think that would be helpful. So people who are maybe not so high up in the hierarchy in the office place can pitch the ideas that they have. But as opposed to going to their offices directly, I think it's going to create a lot of problems if you have that kind of system.
While some workers believe it is fair to close for the day once tasks are completed, others insist that employers should ensure that the workload actually matches the required office hours.
If I'm to be a team lead, I manage a team, and I think you get your work done before time, you're free to go home. Even if I report to a superior, I don't think you should stay long doing nothing in the office. Yeah, you're free to go home. Once you're done, you meet your KPI for the day, you're good, you can go. It's all about productivity, not how long you stay. Yeah.
As someone who used to be in dispute resolution law, when I used to go to court, there were days when that court was the only thing I had to do that day. And you could go to court by 9, finish by 10, but they'll still insist on you coming back to the office till 5 p.m. And I think that needs to change.
The work that you're given should correspond to the time that you stay in your workplace. I don't think it should be a thing or a question of whether or not you can go home earlier or, I don't know, finish your job quickly so you can leave. But I think that you should really maximize the time that you spend while you're at work, so that your bosses know that if this person is working 9 to 5, they should actually have workload that is appropriate for a time that is 9 to 5.
Speaking on the matter, human resource expert at Retail Supermarkets Nigeria Limited, Mr. Oluwafemi Biobako, says that a lot still needs to be done to truly redefine Nigeria's workplace culture.
The respect for time will be there, right? I see that as a big issue right now. Many Nigerians right now, especially those that are working 9 to 5, they get to do more than 9 to 5. Why? Because even when they leave the office, the work still continues. And the second part is looking at accountability for empowerment, right? So I just mentioned earlier on that there must be this level of freedom to act. There must be this level of initiative that every manager should give their employees, right? Whether I'm available or not, you should be able to take a call, right, in my absence. And I should be able to look at the thought behind your decisions to take that call and agree with it. And the third one might be difficult. I think we already spoke about it, which is the work-life balance, right? I think, and right now the world is gradually moving from the balance to integration. So there should be a synergy between the work and life, because you can't separate the two, right? So there should be a synergy. So we should be integrating it in such a way that whether you are in the office or you are at home, you are still yourself, and the task is still being done. Your personal life is not affected negatively. I remember during COVID, many organizations thought that they couldn't work from home. I did 21 months at home. So I did 21 months at home. So it's possible. So that integration is also possible.
Work culture shapes not just our career but our lives. The voices we've heard today shows that there's room for change and improvement, and it starts with all of us. Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you could change Nigerian work culture, what's the first thing you would change? This is Anne Okora for reporting for Anchor News Online.